Hey Fish Fam, this is Nikachu, Merfolk Master. I'm here with my brother, and we're 3-0 so far with this mono blue build in Modern. It's so powerful. This is the deck that you want to play, especially if you're afraid of going Simic. Just stick with mono blue. It is still competitive for you. Before we get into our match, we're going to thank our sponsors, starting with themanabase.com. And if you're a Commander player, you're looking for a podcast to listen about this format, you're going to want to check out Ryan Penoff's Commander Ad Populum on themanabase.com, your home base for everything Magic the Gathering, and the MTG Mastermind. If you're a competitive player that wants to take your game to the next level, get feedback from people on the Players Tour, people who win Grand Prix, you're going to want to learn from those on the MTG Mastermind. So we won the die roll, and we're going to keep it. Hooray, I get to keep a 7-card hand. And the hand's pretty nice. Like, the great thing about Deprive in this matchup is that we have a lot of cards operating at flash speed, so we can continuously just pass the turn, like, back and forth, holding up our Deprive, and if our opponent doesn't have anything worth countering, then we just play the Merfolk Trickster. I would most definitely counter this if I could, but I cannot.
They should have a thing where if you win the die roll, you lose life points equal to the difference in the die rolls that you and your opponent have, because you get to start first.
I wonder if it's worth bouncing this, because if our opponent wants to play Expedition Map, then it'll sink their turn.
Sounds good.
Feels like a pretty bad way to use my repeal, though. Whatever. Let them do whatever. So repeal will go to waste. Prefer to just put Tricksters on the battlefield and hold up Deprive. Ugh. They're going straight to Tron. Of course. Here we go. But is it Eldrazi Tron? We do not know that yet. That's unfortunate. I would rather play that last turn.
Let's hold the Deprive up. And then pray.
Yeah, pray. Alright.
You should have that one blue colorless counter.
Game 1 is not going to do very well. Huh?
You should have that one blue colorless counter.
Colorless counter? I don't know what you're talking.
It counters colorless spells, but it's
Oh, Ceremonious Rejection.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things I could play.
And you should. It's not rocket science, damn it. Dab out big. Bigger.
Okay, so it's Eldrazi Tron. So here's the good news.
You can dab that son of a bitch down.
Yes, we can. What is the best way of going about this? Now that I know this is Eldrazi Tron, bouncing the map would have been great. Or I could just counter this.
You'll never see it again.
You know what? I will, because I may not have an opportunity to do this again. I'd rather just tap down another thing in the future. We have Power Plant, they can't do anything with that mana. Because if I Trickster it, then I'm still not winning the race. I mean, they don't even have to attack with it. So now I'll Trickster
The next
this
thing.
turn. Or maybe they'll go Karn into Lattice. Da-da-da. Now we don't have to be afraid of Ensnaring Bridge because we do have the repeal. We are now very afraid of Blast Zone. Well, they got Cavern Assaults. Alright, that's fine. Could end up way worse. Another one of these things. Alright, so this time it's going to resolve. But, of course, we've got the Trickster. Pulling her tricks. Oh! That is convenient, isn't it? So, now what? Maybe I'd still do nothing.
Swing for 6.
No, I think I'm going to want to play Click. I want to know what are they potentially capable of.
Well, okay.
Because I can still dismember next turn. There's no way that we're going to, like, literally die. Well, one advantage to playing this was that we are threatening to kill our opponent in 2 turns, so that is something. So if we see Thought-Knot Seer here, or 2 Thought-Knot Seers, they can take my Dismember away. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe playing the Master of the Pearl Trident into the Dismember was better. This line may not be as strong as I thought it was. All is dust.
It's his own Dismember.
We are absolutely going to take that. I guess we have to take that all is dust. That's too much. Okay, so what do we know? Everything except the all is dust. Thank you, Magic the Gathering Online developers. Keeping the hand revealed after we click our opponent. Excellent choice. Some people say that there's like no one hired at for Magic the Gathering Online. They're doing nothing. They're doing something. They're doing things where it counts. Karn the Great Creator. Yes. What is this gonna be? Bridge? You gonna bridge me?
From below, perhaps? It's bad.
Goodbye, Karn. They had 2 Eldrazi temples, or do I just know about one of these somehow? No, I know about the Cavern of Souls. So that's... And the Mine. Okay, so these are 4 cards I know about. So there's still one unknown card I don't know about. So, I've been playing a little bit... So from what I've played, I think the M. Hayashi build is very good against Eldrazi Tron. We're not playing with any dinky, stupid 1-drops, which this deck just destroys. The 1-drops just don't matter. They don't care. They'll just play like a Matter Reshaper, Reality Smasher, Thought-Knot Seer in the way of it, and then they'll just be blocking it for forever. Choose an artifact card. Which one would you like? You could play Lattice, but then I just killed this thing. So they're in an awkward spot. They can't just get Lattice and slam it. That's a good choice!
It's an XX, though, and you can just...
Yeah, but they have like 1,000,000 mana. So they can kill Trickster and a Click. If they choose. Okay, so... So I can... it's awkward to repeal this thing. I don't want to.
And Dismembers? You're a very healthy 20.
They've got Dismember, Eldrazi Temple. They actually don't have much left. Letting my opponent untap with this sucks. So I could Dismember the Reality Smasher, attack with 2 Tricksters into Karn, and if Ballista blocks and then shoots the Trickster, I think I'm okay with that. Or maybe not. Maybe they'll still go get Lattice, and then I lose. Well, here's a good question. What are you going to do when I do this? What would you like to do?
There's no undos.
Okay, that resolves. So I can still Dismember the Smasher. So another option I have is attack with both Trickster at the Karn, and if they double block, it commits the Walking Ballista to a block. How do I do this? And that would be fine. I think that would be fine. It would commit the Ballista to a block. Like, if I can get the stupid Ballista off the board, I think that's okay. And then I Dismember the Reality Smasher. So we keep 2 things on the battlefield. And if Karn minuses to find Lattice... Oh, but they have a Dismember in hand.
That's will cost them 4 life.
Because they can play Matter Reshaper to block one Trickster. They can dismember the other one. I still can't get rid of the Karn. Okay, I'm still going to do this anyway. Both of these things are going to go after Karn. Okay, pass priority. Still doesn't work out. Oh, this was stupid. Did I screw this up? You could block this, kill this, only deals 2. How much? You have so much mana. Anyway, I think maybe I screwed this up. Maybe I screwed this up. They can definitely go. Yeah. Well, okay. So how much mana do you have? But it doesn't take much. It just takes like 8 mana to Lattice, Reshaper, and Dismember. Ensnaring Bridge. It's a very bizarre choice.
Since you got a lot of cards in hand.
Yes, I do have a lot of cards in hand.
Oh, he does. He does.
Well, not for long. Opponent is putting a lot of cards on the battlefield. Chalice on 2, that's fine, I don't care. Well, in some sense I do care. Decisions. They still have a Dismember in hand. Okay, here's my situation. Like, I could kill the Karn. I can bounce the Chalice. But then I cannot deal with Bridge in the future. So how much time do I have? My opponent has Dismember in... So what does my opponent have left? They have a Dismember in Eldrazi Temple. Okay, I can't play Deprive right now. That's offline. My mana is just super weird.
Mutavault at him, 2 Tricksters at Karn, and then bounce the Chalice.
Well, if I actually okay, maybe I'll repeal this. I might draw a land here, which will change my lines. But it's a bit awkward. It's not really the spot I want to be in. No, that got worse. Okay, I think I have to activate Mutavault and get rid of this Karn.
You can only block one thing. So at least one thing should go to his face.
No, because they're going to Dismember one. Oh, they're thinking better of it. Because they can't save their Karn. That's the thing. Like, it doesn't matter. Sure. So the problem is this Chalice coming back down on 2 is still a problem. Oh, they found Blast Zone? Well, that's terrible. I mean, I'll admit there's a lot of bad cards for us in their deck. I'm very surprised they didn't go for the Lattice lock, though. Like, why not get Lattice? I would be lost. You had the Matter Reshaper. You had the Dismember for the other creature. So I think they just missed that line. Or they, for some reason, don't have it in their sideboard. I'm fine with that, too. Oh, I get the blue source very late. Maybe his whole plan was stupid. I should just let the Karn live one more turn. Because I need to bounce this at end of turn anyway. So, what can I do? Attack my opponent. Attempt to, at least. What can we play? We can play... Well, we still... Okay, now we need to find another repeal. We need... Well, Etherval would be fine. Not Etherval. Pass. So we're doomed to Chalice on 2.
Cavern of Souls is always a good thing to have.
Oh yeah, sure. So if we can get enough lands, the Castle Vantress might be able to help us find something, but this Endbringer is going to, like, do us in pretty quickly. Attack for 5, untap every turn, deal a damage to us, or draw cards, or something. Oh no, they can't attack. Snaring Bridge works both ways. Still, it's going to get a lot of value. This game is totally spiraling out of control. Oh, this is going to be a big walking ballista. Thanks for coming out. So, sideboarding. Pretty easy, if I remember correctly. Or do I? It's, take out Deprive for anything else. Spreading Seas and Vendilion Click. I really don't like counterspells in this matchup. I've actually really come to appreciate that this matchup's really about attrition. It's every card matters, so like Force Negation can hurt you. Trying to hold up Deprive is like impossible, and you know, doesn't always work because they've got Cavern of Souls themselves. We drew a lot of Deprives that game. Yeah, so the turn that I attack the Karn, I should just pass. End of turn. Repeal that stupid Chalice. But I do like the game that this deck has. The flyers are very, very useful. Now I'm trying to think back on that turn when I could have attacked for 6. Would that have worked? Oh no, it would have failed miserably. Our opponent had all his dust. And that's another thing, like you might be able... You'd be very lucky to force negation their all his dust, because they're still playing with Thought Not Seer. So I just found like force negation just too situational for my taste. I'd love to go first. Oh no, we can't keep this. Castle Vantress comes into play tapped. Mulligan.
Good.
Yes, I can keep this. What part of this do I want to keep, though? I think I'm going to dump the Silver Gill Adept. I do want the Spreading Seas. I want the Lords. I'm going to Spreading Seas anything on turn 1. Hopefully.
That's what I like to hear.
I know you do.
That's my strategy.
And then every turn afterwards, we're going to play Lord, attack for whatever. Attack for as much as I can. That's a really crappy draw. Why couldn't you be in my opening hand so I can throw you away? That was just a brutal draw. That's also a pretty garbage draw.
It'll help.
Oh, will it?
You'll see. Spices. Thank you. You know you must. You have no choice.
Honestly, these draws are not good. Like, past the first Spreading Seas, I just want to draw creatures. And now Spreading Seizing this is not appealing at all. So I'm at odds ends. They usually have a lot of removal. And some of it requires colorless mana. So, okay, I want to get underneath Thought-Knot Seer. This is my main priority. I really want to get underneath Thought-Knot Seer. So to get underneath, I have to play like Lord of Atlantis right now and then Violin and Master of the Pearl Trident. But then that exposes it to Dismember, and I don't want to do that either. So let's hope they don't have Eldrazi Temple. I think I'm going to keep this Aether Vial in my hand just in case my opponent plays... Sorry, not my opponent. Maybe if I draw Vendilion Click, I can click it out of my hand. But maybe that's not good either. If I get Click, I'm probably going to want to put this thing up to 3. See, now they're thinking about dismembering the Mutavault, and I don't mind that. I don't care.
There's a lot of life.
Mutavault is not as important as the Lord of Atlantis or Master of the Pearl Trident. Yeah, they're thinking about it. Keep thinking!
Burn clock on your time, or burn time on your clock.
Eldrazi Tron is tough. They've got a good mix of just tons of powerful cards, but just a ton of disruption. Just tons and tons of dismembers. Between Dismember, Walking Ballista, Spatial Contortion. It's so ugly. I wonder what they're trying to play around here. I think that they're thinking about it. Or maybe they sort of tuned out because we took a long time to make this attack. Either way.
Maybe he's having diarrhea somewhere.
Anything's possible. There's the Eldrazi Temple. There's the Thought-Knot Seer. Okay, I have to take... I have to go quickly get a package.
Our opponent is out to tea.
Yeah. Package that arrived is more merch. The Nikachu merch is coming. I'm actually really happy about how the cups turned out great. Fortunately, I gotta like point my webcam down to actually, I'm wearing them. I'm wearing the Nikachu merch. I'm wearing it, but you can't see it. My brother's wearing the Nikachu merch. It looks great. Look how good it looks on him.
I'm also wearing the wristwatch, the
Yeah.
belt, official MTG Nikachu shoes, the eye patch.
Oh look, our opponent says they also have to get a package. It's mail day for everybody. Maybe they're also getting their merch.
I use official Nikachu MTG suppositories. My house is covered in Nikachu MTG aluminum siding.
Nikachu MTG seal skin bindings.
Yeah. Now you gotta play that season.
Ugh, this is just... These are all bad draws. Okay, I'll hit this temple because it does give them the most mana. That's not bad. I will take that. I guess there's nothing else I can do. Just attack for 3.
On the walk. Poof.
But like our hand is like dissolving into putty. Did I pitch a Silver Gill Adept at the beginning? I think I did. List on 2, which we'll exchange with our Lord.
Well, maybe.
I wonder if they're gonna... No, they don't use the Ballista. Because if I draw a Lord here, they're gonna be put in an awkward spot. Ooh, I do. And they let me untap with this thing. So let's tick this thing up to... Oh, are we gonna take the other one up to 3?
No. You should just keep them both at 2. You have way more 2-drops than that 3-drop.
Yeah, but if I draw a 3-drop, I'm in a lot of trouble. And I also have 8 3-drops. I think I'm going to take this one up to 3. If I draw another Lord, I'll just literally hard cast it. It's fine. Okay. We can start activating Castle Vantress soon. I guess we're in an awkward spot if our opponent plays another Thought-Knots here. Or a second Walking Ballista. That would be brutal. Yeah, they got 5 mana now. Okay, so now we have to vial this thing in. Oh! Okay, whatever. They let me do this, but like, you know what I could have done? They might have Dismember. What I could have done is with that Ether Vial, the second Ether Vial, I could flat vial it in. Yeah, they're going to Dismember this thing down. I could... Well, they're actually going to be vulnerable to a Lord, killing them. So what I could do is I could have vialed one in response, and then in response to the second shot, I could vial in it again. So there actually was a strategic point to keeping this Ether Vial here. Alright, so now if we draw a Lord, they're dead. Or they're in a lot of trouble. So this is... Okay, so maybe we're going to start using Castle Vantress at our upkeep. The odds of us drawing a Lord are not very good.
Master of Pill Trident coming.
This is also always going to be a no.
There he is.
Yes. So put this on top. Put this on the bottom.
I didn't know you could do that before you draw step.
There is something called an upkeep. Now, do I want to get in the... yeah, I think I'm going to get the damage in now to prevent my opponent from ever playing Dismember now in the future. Alright, Castle Vantress is pulling its weight.
3, 2...
Oh, now they have a ton of mana. That was a good rip. They top deck that. What can you do? Yeah, what can you do with it? Oh, even if they say... Let's say they play All Is Dust. We can still rip, like, Vendilion Click. Or Brazen Borrower or something like that. Brazen Borrower would be great here. Bounce the Thought-Knots here, draw a card, replay it. It'd be awesome. Oh, get the hell... Oh, no, hold on. Okay, they can't get Lattice. They can get Bridge. Bridge would be good here. Also, my Ether Vial's offline now. Lucky top deck that Urza's Tower. I'm sure they were under a lot of heat if they don't top deck that. They could also get Walking Ballista. I don't... We'll see what they want to do. Okay, they go for the bridge. So, if we... Oh, you want to get... You want to... Oh, you'd like it to attack, would you? Would you?
Yeah, it does need to get that down.
Why not? But now you die to my Master of the Pearl Trident. You have to empty your hand now. I mean, maybe they will. Unless you have Dismembers in your hand. Which in that case you will not. Another Karn.
To get another bridge, maybe.
So I can't Castle Vantress at the beginning of my turn. What did they get? Oh, they just ticked it up. So, ripping... Repeal would win. Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's good too. I wasn't even thinking about that.
Wah, wah.
Not even praying for Brazen Borrower. Well, we're going to have a game 3. Let's kill this stupid Karn. Oh no, we don't even kill the Karn. Whatever. Attack you for 2! the old punch and run.
Karn's like 8 feet tall.
So you better run. You better run. All right, so so even with their lucky top deck, it wasn't good enough. Okay, stop it. I don't want to change anything. The deck is good. Yeah, I forgot. We're not even praying for repeal. We got 8 things that can bounce in Snaring Bridge. 8 cards. I was getting concerned there. I thought we were gonna, like, when I'm up against Tron, I want like creatures, and we kept drawing like Spreading Seas and Ether Vials, and I'm like, this is not what I want. This is not where we want to be. And we do have creatures.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah.
I want all the Spreading Seas.
We look at Spreading Seas like they look at it in Snaring Bridge. Not perfect, but I will keep it. Okay, that's nice. That's something to do with our Mutavault mana. The problem that with this hand is that we don't have double blue, so we have not really anything good to do next turn. Sort of want Spreading Seas for that Eldrazi Temple. Okay, that changes things for sure. That also means that we're gonna make really good use of our Dismember next turn. So what do I do? Just play a Lord, maybe? Or do I still play Silvergill here? Maybe I'm just gonna pass. We'll play Merfolk Trickster. I'm not exactly sure what the right line here is.
Of course.
I have the option to kill this, and I think I'm going to exercise that option. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm going to let it live. The issue... Like, I don't want it to take my Dismember. But then I'm not really utilizing my mana very well this turn.
If it leaves the battlefield, you draw a card.
I do, and then they get to take a really good card. But, okay, it's not mana efficient, but I think I'd rather do this. I really don't want to deal with this Thought-Knot Seer in the future. I'm going to try to just fight this Matter Reshaper. You want to fight? I want to fight. So we'll draw a card. Now they get to take the best of what they think is in our hand. In their opinion.
What do they know?
Yeah, what do they know? Okay, they took a Lord. Very understandable. Attack us for 3. Okay, that's good. We don't have any way to... Well, we sort of have a way to push through damage. We have the Trickster.
You're going to need to tap that son of a bitch down.
Okay, they attack me for 8. Let's see what they do. You can attack with both. I'm just going to take it. I'm going to play Lord of Atlantis, and then we'll Trickster it next turn. And I can also block this Matter Reshaper. Potentially. Well, I think I'm going to play this Silvergill Adept instead. Oh, that's a good card.
One of the better cards you could possibly get, yeah.
It is. Actually, it's so good. I'm not going to... I thought I was going to play this Lord. I'm not going to play it anymore. Hold up the Brazen Bar where we can bounce this Reality Smasher. Or sorry, I think I'm gonna end up. I might end up tapping this Reality Smasher with Trickster. Do you have 7 mana? Okay, I'm a bit concerned. I am slightly concerned right now. Of say All Is Dust.
So you deprive.
Okay, so if I take 3 and they have Walking Ballista, I die.
I don't know why you didn't just petty theft one of those things.
Am I gonna make a fake block and then rebounce it? Do I attack for lethal at all next turn? Or maybe I can make a real block. I'm attacking for 4, 8, 12, 15. I am attacking for 15. I am attacking for lethal next turn. Okay, I block. I'll make a real block. They found Thought-Knot Seer. Well, that's not good. I might let this... I don't want... Well, okay, I have to let it resolve. So do I let them see my hand or not? Because I can still bounce the Reality Smasher. Or I give them the option to take something, but I don't have lethal on the way back. I guess I petty theft this and hope I draw a Lord. Everything's like really close. Problem is I don't have good blockers against this Reality Smasher. I'm going to draw something. Oh, we drew a Lord! Excellent! Is this it? Is it over? You can take 1.
But only 1.
Yeah.
Take only 1.
Take only 1.
Halloween's over, unfortunately.
I don't know, they might play Eldrazi Temple and then replay their Thought-Knots here. That'd be brutal.
That would be pretty disgusting. But it's not going to happen. Gonna say something spicy. You're gonna season your sandwich with a bit of salt.
Okay, play the land. Okay, Ballista on 1 keeps them alive. What do I need? Spreading Seas?
Another load would be pretty sweet.
Yes.
Oh.
That is enough, because I can bounce the Walking Ballista. Yeah, they'll do it.
4-0. Still in it.
That will do it.
And you're in the red, too.
That's okay. And I don't think Dismember gets them out of this. Oh, maybe it does. You Dismember this, take 9? Oh, I didn't think about that. Well, they don't have Dismember. Whew! Yeah, actually Dismember... So there's any way to... I don't think I could play around that.
Perfect 15.
Who cares? I just should force them to have it, whatever it is. They only had two random cards in their hand. Oh, so that's the next level thing. They should tell me everything that's in their everything I bounce to their hand. That's the next thing to program Wizards of the Coast, all right? If we bounce something to their hand, it should be also in the revealed hand thing. All right. We go 4-0. Again, I really like this sort of build. We got no crappy 1-drops to be roadblocked by like Matter Reshape or Reality Smasher, which is sometimes the problem when we're playing with Simic. Commander Speaker actually is not that good in this matchup. Probably I have to take it out. Probably should be part of my sideboard guide of removing Commander Speaker in this matchup. It's just a pretty poopy card. Dismember, really good. Dismember helped us a lot in this match, and all the bounce spells, really, really good against this sort of, clunky-ish deck. Yeah, we're 4-0 so far. Going for 5-0. This is going to be the third or fourth time with this build I'm going for 5-0, and I've, haven't got it. But maybe you already know that I got the 5-0, because it would have been published by now. But anyway, we're going to have to tune in. If you don't know the results, tune in to find out next time. So we're going to thank all my patrons supporting me on Patreon. We're also going to thank the Manabase.com and the MTG Mastermind for being our sponsors. This has been Nikachu with his brother playing Mono Blue Merfolk in Modern.